Hey friends, in today's episode we are creating some fun Valentine's Day crafts using items you could find at your local Dollar Tree. I hope you enjoy! For our first project, we're using this 4x6 frame from Dollar Tree. We're going to remove the twine and the beads from the front, and it has this nice wood grain background. We're also going to use some of their laser cut keys. I'm going to use 2 of those keys and apply a coat of antique wax on both sides and then wipe it down with a paper towel and allow those to dry. This is going to darken them up just a little bit so that they will match perfectly with these grapevine heart wreaths from Dollar Tree. I'm going to take a piece of floral wire and feed one end through the key and then twist that around. And then I'll take the other end of the floral wire to attach it to the heart at the top by wrapping it around the center. And once I wrap that around a couple of times, I'm going to take the end of that floral wire and feed it underneath the wire that is wrapped around to give it a nice strong hold. And then I can cut that excess wire off. Then you have the cutest grapevine heart wreath with this dangling key. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for the other heart. We're going to attach these to our frame, and I am using some hot glue, but if you want a more permanent hold, you may want to use some E6000. So I'm attaching the glue where the pieces will actually touch the back because it's not a completely flat surface on the hearts. So you just want to apply your glue where it's actually going to touch the back of the frame. We are using one of Dollar Tree's 10-inch bead wreath forms. I'm going to take where the 2 pieces meet together. We're going to bend that in half. So it is very easy to bend. And once you kind of get that bent into a half circle, the opposite end, not the end where the 2 pieces connect, we're going to bend that over a little bit so that we can form the shape of a heart. So when you open it back up, it's going to look like a heart, and then you can take that bottom piece and kind of pinch it together to make more of a point at the bottom. And you may have to go to the top and kind of round the top part of the heart out. Now, I think maybe Dollar Tree does carry some of these wood bead hearts, but I couldn't find any, so I just took one of their wreath forms and I'm going to make my own. I cut a couple of stems of Dollar Tree green foliage off, and I'm going to overlap them end to end and attach them in 3 different places using some floral wire. Just make sure to keep your floral wire open at the top because we're going to add some more. So once I have all of that attached, I'm going to be using some gorgeous mini roses from Dollar General. This large bundle was $3, so I cut a couple of those off. We're going to overlap them end to end and make sure all of your leaves are facing forward in the front. I went ahead and attached these 2 pieces with some floral wire to make sure it's nice and sturdy and the 2 end pieces don't come apart. Then I can set this on top of the Dollar Tree greenery and attach that with the 3 pieces of floral wire that I left open at the top. Then I'll cut all of that excess floral wire off and kind of bend my ends around so that it'll take the shape of the heart. Using some Dollar Tree Valentine ribbon, I'm going to create a simple bow just by kind of overlapping it and creating loops so that I have 3 loops on each side and that I leave enough length for the tails. So it should look something like this. I'm going to tie it in the center with a piece of twine, double knotting it, and then leave that twine on there because that's how we're going to attach it to our wreath form, but I made sure to fluff out those loops first. Then I can double knot that on the back, and I will add a little bit of glue just to make sure my knot doesn't come apart and it doesn't fall off. And then I'll cut that excess twine off and go ahead and dovetail both of the tails of the bow. Then I'm going to kind of tuck it around under some of the roses and the greenery. And then I'm going to hot glue another rose to kind of balance out the wreath form. And then I added a tiny little rose bud right in the center of the bow. Then I'll create a hanger using some twine. Now I do recommend that you probably need to add the twine at the tops of the hearts, the two loops at the hearts, because it is kind of heavier on one side, so it kind of leans to the side. So if you kind of want it to hang even, make sure that you add that to the two loops at the top. But this is absolutely gorgeous. I love how this project turned out. We are using this Dollar Tree metal heart hanging decor piece. I'm going to go ahead and glue that knot closer to the inside of the metal heart so that it'll kind of sit flush. And then I'm using some of these foam roses from Dollar Tree. They had pink, white, and red, and the detail on these are absolutely stunning. I'm going to start by hot gluing a row of pink roses on the inside of the metal heart, and that's going to take 14 pink roses. Then I'll add a row of white roses inside of that, pressing snugly against the other pink roses, and that will take 8 white roses. That's going to leave a space in the center for me to add the final pink rose in the middle. For project number 4, we're going to use the other 2 pieces of that Dollar Tree decor piece. We're going to remove all of that tinsel as well as those outside tabs. Then we're going to cut these 2 hearts apart. So you're just going to cut those tabs that are holding the 2 heart pieces together, so you're just left with that outside heart. We'll do the exact same thing on the other one, and we're also going to cut that tab at the bottom that had that ring in it originally. And then we'll take that smaller heart that we cut out, and we're going to cut all of the plastic tabs off of that. So you're left with 2 of the larger ones and 1 small one. Then we're going to hot glue some twine and start wrapping this smaller one with some twine. Now I only glued at the beginning and at the end. I just made sure that I held it really close together and tight as I was wrapping it to make sure that it doesn't come apart. So once you have your smaller one wrapped with twine, we're going to do the exact same thing for the larger ones. The larger one, once I had it wrapped, I am also going to wrap the hook at the top so that we'll be able to use that as a hanger. And I'm going to wrap that around with some twine and then feed it through and wrap that just like I did the outside of the frame. And then I'm going to take a pencil and kind of go through there to make sure that I do have an opening so that we'll be able to add a hanger. I'm going to go ahead and wrap that second larger heart just like that. And now I have them all on my silicone mat because I'm going to take a lighter and very carefully singe each one of these to be able to remove all of those fuzzies. Just be real careful not to burn yourself. I just went around each side, made sure that they're nice and clean looking because that twine has a lot of frayed edges. Now we're going to put the smaller heart inside one of the larger ones. I'm going to take a piece of Scotch tape and tape the end of a piece of twine so that I can feed that through the opening at the top and pull enough down to be able to attach the smaller heart to that using some hot glue. So you kind of want it to dangle a little bit, so you want a little bit of space between the 2 hearts. And I did that on the back side. I'll take the other end of the twine. Again, I taped that up so I'll be able to feed that through that opening, and then I can tie a knot on that heart. So now we have a really pretty hanger at the top. Now we're going to attach these together overlapping, so I'm going to place some hot glue where the 2 hearts overlap. And we're going to take one of Dollar Tree's wood words. We're going to give that 2 coats of white paint, and I made sure to paint the outside edges as well. We're going to attach that to the heart on the left. So I just placed some hot glue at the top, and then I'll place some glue where the letters meet the actual heart itself. Then taking some lace ribbon from Dollar Tree, or it's burlap trim ribbon, I'm going to create a small bow just by overlapping those loops and then tying it in the center with the same twine, and then I'll take that twine and attach it to the hanger at the top. I'm using a Dollar Tree 7x7 photo frame and removed the glass insert. I painted that with 2 coats of white chalk paint, allowing it to dry in between coats. Then I can reinsert that with the chalk side facing down, and then go ahead and put the back into the frame. I'm using some stickers. Now, I think these came from Walmart. I'm going to place an I at the top left corner and a U at the bottom right, and then I'm using some of Dollar Tree's wood hearts. I'm using all of the same sized hearts, so I'm going to alternate between the pink and red, and I ended up using 6 red and 8 pink. Now, once I had them fairly close to where I wanted them to be, I did move the U. Well, I actually had to throw that U away because it tore when I pulled it up, but I added another U sticker so that they would all line up. I went back and hot glued each individual heart down, making sure to keep them lined up, straight up and down as well as across, and then I went over it with my hairdryer to remove any of the glue strands. Dollar Tree carries yarn in a variety of different colors, so grab the colors of your choice. I chose red, white, and pink. You'll also need some of their heart-shaped chalkboard tags. They come 4 in a pack and they're wooden. You could draw a heart out and cut this in some cardboard, and that would be sturdy enough for this project and save you even more money. What you want to do is take the end of your yarn and tie a knot on the back, making sure you keep it nice and tight. Then just start wrapping it around the heart. It doesn't matter which direction you're going in. You'll just continue to wrap it until you have the entire heart covered. Once you're finished covering it, just take the end of the yarn, pull it underneath one of the previous strands, and tie a knot. Cut the excess off, and then you can start on your next heart. You can add as much yarn as you like to make sure it's nice and full. And as you're wrapping it, when you're finished, the center will be much larger than the sides, so it's going to give a beautiful 3D effect. I chose to wrap 2 packs of the chalkboard tags, so that gave me 8 in total. This is such a fun and easy project. These make great bowl fillers or table scatter, or you could simply add it to your everyday Valentine's decor. In the Crafter's Square section of Dollar Tree, where you would find the wooden crates, they have these wooden hearts on dowels. If you can't find them in your store, this is the barcode. You may be able to find them online. I'm going to take my hairdryer to heat up the labels and remove them because I will be painting both sides. And 2 of them, I want to cut them down a little bit shorter, so I'm measuring 3.5 inches from the bottom. Because it's a soft wood, I'm able to cut this using my handheld miter shears, and I have this listed in my Amazon store, and the link to that is in my description box below if you're interested. I do have to start at the top and then kind of work my way down to the bottom, but it does cut it fairly easily. And I'm going to sand the bottom of these to make sure that both of them are flat and that they sit the same height. Once I remove all of that sanding dust, I'm going to take some white acrylic paint, and for the longer dowel heart, I'm going to paint both sides with 2 coats as well as the dowel itself. And for the 2 shorter ones, I'm only going to paint the dowels with the white acrylic paint because I want to paint the hearts in different colors. Once the white paint has dried, I'm going to paint one of the hearts in an acrylic paint in the color Cameo Pink. And I'm going to paint both sides of that, and this will take 2 coats. The other heart I'm going to paint with 2 coats of an acrylic paint in the color Flag Red. But you can paint yours whatever color you like. You could even stain these because they're all wood. I'm also using a scrap piece of wood that I already had on hand, but Dollar Tree does carry wood pieces. This one measures 9.5 inches by 2 inches wide, and it's about 1 inch thick. Using that same white acrylic paint, I'm going to give this entire piece on all sides 2 coats. While that's drying, we can now decorate our hearts. For the red heart, I'm going to use a white permanent marker and create dashes all along the outside edge to form an outline. Then I'll take a red Sharpie marker and do the same thing on the pink heart. Then for the white heart, I'm going to use a pink Sharpie marker to go around that. Now you could definitely use your Cricut and create something to make these look like those cute candy hearts, but I wanted to show you a way that you could decorate it without using your Cricut. I decided to create some hearts using that white marker on one side of the red heart. It wasn't quite bright enough, so I do go over that with some white acrylic paint. And then for the pink heart, I'm going to set that next to the red heart, create the similar design on the opposite side using that red Sharpie. For the white heart, I'll be using 2 hearts out of a pack from Dollar Tree. These are the ones I was telling you that they sell in various different sizes in one pack. And they also already come pre-painted pink and red, and then they have that natural wood color. So I'm going to hot glue the pink one right on top of the red one and then hot glue that to the center. This is going to tie all 3 hearts together. Once the paint on the scrap wood has dried, make 3 marks evenly spaced, and then I'm going to set this on top of a piece of wood. I'm not going to drill all the way through it. And a trick to know how deep to drill your holes so they'll all 3 be the same is to take a piece of painter's tape and put that over your drill bit so you'll know not to go past that point, and all 3 of these holes will be drilled the same depth. That way, when you place your dowels in there, they'll sit at the height that you want them to. Now, I always like to make sure they're going to fit before I glue them in. Here, I'm just using hot glue, but you can use a permanent glue, such as E6000, or you could even use wood glue. I think this turned out absolutely precious, and I would love to know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed today's video and found tons of inspiration. If you did, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to subscribe. If you have a favorite, let me know in the comment section down below. I always love to know which one is your favorite. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Please take care, and I will see you guys next time.